Prime Minister says fear of CAG questioning led to delay in decisions. Says his government cleared projects worth 5 lakh crore rupees in the last 1 year. FM at the AICC meet says no other government witnessed the impressive development that the UPA has achieved. Says economic freedom for all the people necessary. Increase the number of subsidized LPG cylinders from 9 currently to 12, says the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi lauds the government's achievement on the economic front. Markets end the week on a negative note. Sensex falls 200 points to end below the 21,000 levels. Nifty ends in red also. And Google tests smart contact lenses which can track glucose level in diabetics. Indian doctor uses Google Glass for a surgery. Hello and welcome to Business Wrap. I am Sidhant Sibal and today was a day with lots of news. Let's go straight to our top stories. The biggest news on the last day of the week came out from Talkatore Stadium in the heart of the capital where the big All India Congress Committee or the AICC meet took place. UPA President Sonia Gandhi, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi, Finance Minister P. Chidambaram and many big leaders of the Congress spoke at the session. Many analysts and pundits had predicted that Congress will anoint Rahul Gandhi as its prime ministerial candidate during the meet. But on Thursday, Congress had put an end to that speculation after Congress President Sonia Gandhi intervened and said that it was a tradition with the party not to name its prime ministerial candidate ahead of the elections. Addressing the AICC meet, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh said that the policies of the UPA government has always been of inclusive growth. He further said that the government always worked relentlessly for uplifting of the poor and the weaker section of the society.
हमारा इतिहास गौरवशाली है, हमारी सोच इंक्लूसिव और सेकुलर, हमारे पास राष्ट्र निर्माण के काम करने का लंबा अनुभव है, हमारी सोच में हमेशा गरीबों और समाज के कमज़ोर तबकों की भलाई पर जोर रहा है.
Prime Minister also said that in order to quicken the development process, the UPA government has put more importance on the development of basic infrastructure. He said that the development of roads, ports, transport and infrastructure are necessary for industrial development and phenomenal work have been done in these sectors.
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के क्षेत्र में हमने रिकॉर्ड लंबाई की सड़कों का निर्माण किया है, कई नए हवाई अड्डे और कई शहरों में मेट्रो रेल बनाए गए, बंदरगाहों की क्षमता को बढ़ाया गया, बिजली उत्पादन में जितनी क्षमता पिछले 10 सालों में जुड़ी गई उतनी उससे पहले के 55 सालों में भी नहीं जोड़ी गई थी. पूर्व उत्तर राज्यों में बुनियादी ढांचे को मजबूत बनाने के लिए बड़े पैमाने पर काम शुरू किया. जवाहरलाल नेहरू नेशनल अर्बन रिन्यूअल मिशन के तहत शहरों के इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को अच्छा बनाने का प्रयास किया. इससे हमें शहरीकरण की चुनौती का सामना करने में मदद मिलेगी.
The PM also said that the fear of CAG questioning led to delays in decisions. He said that the cabinet has cleared projects worth 5 lakh crores in the past 1 year. Meanwhile, applauding the role played by Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi asserted that the party has provided development for all the sections of the society despite mounting problems.
तमाम मुश्किलों और विपक्ष की अनेक बाधाओं और गैर जिम्मेदार रवैये के बावजूद प्रधानमंत्री डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जी ने अपने लक्ष्यों पर स्थिर रहकर पूरी गरिमा के साथ 10 वर्षों तक सरकार का नेतृत्व किया है। तमाम दुष्प्रचार, गलत बयान और झूठे आरोपों के बावजूद हमारी पार्टी और सरकार मजबूती के साथ जमीन पर अपने पैर जमाए रही और अपनी नीतियों और कार्यक्रमों पर अडिग रही।
Meanwhile, Finance Minister P. Chidambaram said that no era witnessed the impressive development that the UPA government has achieved. He said that in last 10 years, UPA government has delivered substantially on inclusive development and socio-economic justice. He said that people would like Congress to lead the country for next 10 years.
Tell me any other period of 10 years in the history of this country when we witnessed such tremendous growth and such all-round development. I challenge any political party in this country to point to any period of any government anywhere in India which has delivered such a record of growth and development.
The Finance Minister also added that the government has to win economic freedom for all and the people, and the idea of India is to build liberal and democratic India. Meanwhile, addressing the AICC meet, Congress Party Vice President Rahul Gandhi said that the party has given the strongest power in the hands of people of the country called the right to information. Congress Vice President further said that the party in last 10 years has handed over the power to people of the country through Manrega and right to food. He also said that number of subsidized LPG cylinders should be raised from 9, which is the current limit, to 12.
प्रधानमंत्री जी, 9 सिलेंडर से बात नहीं बन रही है। प्रधानमंत्री जी, 12 सिलेंडर चाहिए हमें 12 सिलेंडर चाहिए। कांग्रेस पार्टी को 12 सिलेंडर चाहिए। हिंदुस्तान की महिलाओं को 12 सिलेंडर चाहिए।
Meanwhile, Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister M. Veerappa Moily indicated that the cabinet will soon take a view on raising the number of subsidized LPG cylinders from 9 to 12. Time for a short break. After the break, all the market action from the Dalal Street.
मेरी गल्फ में नौकरी लग गई सर। है सर?
हाँ भाई, ये आपका पासपोर्ट, इमिग्रेशन क्लियरेंस, वर्क वीजा, एम्प्लॉयमेंट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट और प्रवासी भारतीय बीमा योजना।
बीमा योजना?
इस योजना के तहत बीमार पड़ने पर 50,000 का खर्चा, अपना कोई केस लड़ने के लिए 25,000 की मदद और मृत्यु पर 10 लाख का भुगतान।
सब सही है ना सर?
मुझ पर भरोसा रखिए, मैं एक रजिस्टर्ड एजेंट हूँ। कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो, ये रहा मेरा नंबर। आपकी पूरी जिम्मेदारी मेरी है, यहाँ भी और वहाँ भी।
प्रवासी भारतीय कार्य मंत्रालय का टोल फ्री नंबर 1800113090।
लो, फिर से आ गए पोलियो वाले।
अच्छा ही तो है, आखिर अपने बच्चे को पोलियो से सुरक्षित रखना है, इसलिए मैं हर बार अपने मुन्ने को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाऊंगी।
ले 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 ले। अरे पोलियो वाले घर तो आते ही हैं, फिर बूथ क्यों जाना?
अगर गलती से हमारा घर छूट गया तो? चाहे कुछ भी हो, मैं तो मुन्ने को हर बार पोलियो बूथ ले जाऊंगी।
आने वाले पोलियो अभियान में अपने 5 साल तक के बच्चों को 2 बूंद पोलियो की खुराक जरूर पिलवाएं।
अरे सुन तो।
मुझे क्या सुनाना चाहते हो? जो सुनाओ मेरी सौतन को।
किसको?
अरे वही तुम्हारा मोबाइल फोन जिससे सुबह शाम दिन रात चिपके रहते थे और कहते थे किसान कॉल सेंटर से बातें हो रही हैं।
अच्छा, ये बात है।
हाँ, क्यों? क्या हुआ? अब बात नहीं होती क्या?
अब तो झट से बात हो जाती है।
ऐसा क्या?
हाँ, अब तो ज्यादा लाइनें और खास तकनीक के कारण खेती के माहिरों से तुरंत बात हो जाती है। और अगर कभी लाइन व्यस्त हो तो अपनी समस्या फोन पर रिकॉर्ड करा दो, वहाँ से फोन आ जाता है और समस्या की हल का मैसेज भी आ जाता है। ये देखो, आ गया।
अरे वाह, इसका मतलब इंतजार की घड़ी अब खत्म।
हाँ।
तभी मैं सोचूं कि आजकल मुझ पर इतना प्यार क्यों आ रहा है।
कृषि संबंधी समस्याओं का अपनी भाषा में तुरंत हल पाने के लिए पूरे भारत में किसी भी फोन से हेल्पलाइन नंबर पर संपर्क करें। किसानों का दोस्त किसान कॉल सेंटर।
लो फिर से आ गए पोलियो वाले।
अच्छा ही तो है, आखिर अपने बच्चे को पोलियो से सुरक्षित रखना है, इसलिए मैं हर बार अपने मुन्ने को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाऊंगी।
ले 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 ले। अरे पोलियो वाले घर तो आते ही हैं, फिर बूथ क्यों जाना?
अगर गलती से हमारा घर छूट गया तो? चाहे कुछ भी हो, मैं तो मुन्ने को हर बार पोलियो बूथ ले जाऊंगी।
आने वाले पोलियो अभियान में अपने 5 साल तक के बच्चों को 2 बूंद पोलियो की खुराक जरूर पिलवाएं।
Welcome back. On to the market action. Markets ended lower after sharp correction in Tata Consultancy Services, dampened sentiments in the IT sector, while financials also witnessed profit taking. The 30-share Sensex ended lower by 202 points at 21,064 levels, and the 50-share Nifty fell 57 points to end at 6,262 levels. The broader markets underperformed the benchmark indices. BSE mid-cap and small-cap indices fell between 1 to 2%. On the sectoral front, BSE IT, Tech, Realty indices plunged by 2%, each followed by counters like banks, power, consumer durables and metals all falling down by 1% each. However, BSE oil and gas and FMCG indices ended marginally positive. Losers on the chart were TCS, Wipro, HDFC, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank, which were down by between 6 to 2%. Gainers on the chart were Bajaj Auto, BHEL, Cipla, Hindustan Unilever, Mahindra and Mahindra, which were up by about 1%. On to global market actions. The European stocks advanced on Friday as investors awaited report on US household starts and the industrial production. Key benchmark indices in France, Germany and UK were up by between 0.01% to 0.35%. On to Asian stocks. The Asian stocks edged lower in choppy trade on Friday as US bank earnings disappointed and investors awaited for Chinese economic data due next week. Key benchmark indices in China, Japan, Indonesia, South Korea and Taiwan were off by between 0.01% to 0.93%. Key benchmark indices in Singapore, Hong Kong were up by between 0.22% to 0.64%. From the Lal Street to the Min Street, rupee closed lower by just 1 paise or 0.02% at 61.54 against the US dollar. And the earnings season is on. Lots of results were announced today, starting with the HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank, the second largest private sector lender in the country, today reported 25% increase in net profit for 3 quarters. This was the second consecutive quarter when the year-on-year growth in the private lenders' third 3-month profit was below 30%. The bank had reported 30% or more year-on-year growth in quarterly profit for nearly a decade now. On to ITC. ITC today posted a 16% rise in net profit at 2,385 crore rupees for the third quarter after robust sales across its FMCG and agri-business verticals. The Kolkata headquarter ITC had posted a profit of 2,052 crore rupees in the corresponding period a year earlier. Reliance Industries today reported almost flat net profit at 5,511 crore rupees for the October to December quarter. RIL sales soared to 10.5% at over 1 lakh crore rupees from 96,307 crore rupees in the third quarter of financial year 2012-13. And finally, to Wipro, India's third largest software service exporter, Wipro said its profit rose by 27% to 2,010 crore rupees for the third quarter ended December 31st on the back of growth in infrastructure service business and improved efficiency. The firm's revenue rose by 18% in the third quarter. Time for a short commercial. After the break, more business news.
अब राजीव आवास योजना के अंतर्गत स्लम वासियों को मिलेगा अपना घर, अपनी जमीन पर अपना घर और मालिकाना हक।
अरे छोड़ो, ये सुनते सुनते मैं बूढ़ा हो गया।
ये देखो,
अब जिएंगे सम्मान से,
जिएंगे शान से,
राजीव आवास योजना का सहारा है।
अपना भी घर
शहर में ही अपना पता होगा, राजीव आवास योजना का सहारा है। घर घर में नल होगा, पानी झरझर होगा,
आएगी रोशनी, हर तरफ उजाला होगा।
भारत सरकार, राज्य सरकार एवं स्थानीय निकायों का साझा प्रयास। राजीव आवास योजना, सबको हक, सबका सम्मान।
लो, फिर से आ गए पोलियो वाले।
अच्छा ही तो है, आखिर अपने बच्चे को पोलियो से सुरक्षित रखना है, इसलिए मैं हर बार अपने मुन्ने को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाऊंगी।
ले 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 ले। अरे पोलियो वाले घर तो आते ही हैं, फिर बूथ क्यों जाना?
अगर गलती से हमारा घर छूट गया तो? चाहे कुछ भी हो, मैं तो मुन्ने को हर बार पोलियो बूथ ले जाऊंगी।
आने वाले पोलियो अभियान में अपने 5 साल तक के बच्चों को 2 बूंद पोलियो की खुराक जरूर पिलवाएं।
जरा देख के बताइए, हमारे खाते में कितने पैसे जमा हुए?
ये वाले 500 मिलाकर पूरे 10,000।
और मेरे खाते में
पूरे 8,000।
हमारे स्वयं सहायता समूह द्वारा बनाए गए अचार व पापड़ों की मांग बाजार में बढ़ रही है।
हम सबको मिलकर एक बंद मुट्ठी की तरह काम करना होगा।
हैप्पी बर्थडे जी।
अब दुनिया हमारी है।
लो, फिर से आ गए पोलियो वाले।
अच्छा ही तो है, आखिर अपने बच्चे को पोलियो से सुरक्षित रखना है, इसलिए मैं हर बार अपने मुन्ने को पोलियो की खुराक दिलवाऊंगी।
ले 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 ले। अरे पोलियो वाले घर तो आते ही हैं, फिर बूथ क्यों जाना?
अगर गलती से हमारा घर छूट गया तो? चाहे कुछ भी हो, मैं तो मुन्ने को हर बार पोलियो बूथ ले जाऊंगी।
आने वाले पोलियो अभियान में अपने 5 साल तक के बच्चों को 2 बूंद पोलियो की खुराक जरूर पिलवाएं।
Export of gold jewelry from India in December dropped 30.4% from a year ago to $443 million. Meanwhile, Jet Airways announced that Chief Executive Officer Gary Kenneth Tommy resigned 6 months after joining the country's second biggest carrier by domestic market share. More such news in our weekly business wrap.
Began on a good note with retail inflation falling to single digit. Retail inflation came at 9.87% in December from 11.16% in November. With almost 56 crore Aadhaar numbers being issued so far, UIDAI Chairman Nandan Nilekani said that Aadhaar is the biggest anti-corruption platform. Meanwhile, good news came for over 5 crore employees as EPFO decided to provide 8.75% interest on PF deposits for 2013-14. On the other hand, Delhi's AAP government said no to FDI in multi-brand retail in Delhi. Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh laid the foundation stone for 2800 megawatt nuclear power plant in Fatehabad district of Haryana. Once operational, it will be India's largest nuclear plant. Moving to Tuesday, new research by international law firm Freshfields said India has emerged as the most popular destination for Britain's FTSE 100 companies looking to invest in emerging markets. Wednesday was heavy on business news. Good news on inflation continued as WPI inflation eased to 5-month low of 6.16% in December. From the telecom sector, Reliance Jio, Bharti Airtel, Vodafone, Idea Cellular, Telenor, Aircel, Tata Teleservices, Reliance Communications applied for third round of 2G auctions. Government also cut borrowing program to contain fiscal deficit. And after years of recession, World Bank raised global growth forecast for 2014 and said India will grow at 6.2% in financial year 14-15. Meanwhile, Commerce Secretaries of India and Pakistan met in a bid to reopen the trade talks that had got stalled last year. Also, the government launched its first housing startup index. On Thursday, South Korean president held talks with Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh in New Delhi. The two countries signed 9 agreements in various areas, including trade and commerce. Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh said that POSCO project to be operational in a few weeks. Moving on to government's disinvestment target, an empowered group of ministers approved sale of government stake in Indian Oil through block deals to ONGC and Oil India. And on Friday, the world's biggest computer chip maker Intel said it expects no revenue growth in 2014. Business Bureau, DT News.
The week saw markets scaling new heights. The big booster for the markets was a fall in inflation. Both the CPI and WPI inflation numbers came out this week and both fell sharply. More from what happened on the bourses in our weekly market this week.
It was a blockbuster week for markets as drop in inflation cheered the market. On Monday, Sensex marked its biggest gain of 2014. It regained 21,000 level with a gain of 375 points. Nifty also ended 101 points up. The retail inflation number, which came out on the same day, had a positive impact on the market. Retail inflation fell sharply to 9.87 in December from 11.16 in November. But on Tuesday, the market saw a downward trend. The S&P BSE Sensex and the NSE Nifty closed the session in negative territory. Sensex ended the day at 21,033, down 101 points, while Nifty closed at 6,242, down 31 points. But the mojo was back on Wednesday. Sensex surged nearly 257 points to its highest level since December 9th, and Nifty also reclaimed the 6,300 mark. WPI inflation came on Wednesday. Inflation eased to 5-month low of 6.16% in December. Moderation in vegetable prices helped to pull down inflation. The easing of inflation raised rate cut hopes by the RBI later this month to boost sagging growth. On Thursday, the bears were back on the market. Sensex ended 24 points lower at 21,265. Nifty also eased by 2 points to end at 6,319. Telecom stocks fell sharply by as much as 7% amid concerns that Reliance Jiocom Infocom's participation in the upcoming spectrum auction will hurt market share and profitability of telcos. On Friday, the market saw a flat trajectory. The markets opened with a tinge of red. Business Bureau, DD News.
Are you diabetic and have to go for blood testing to find out your glucose level? Now you may not have to go through that painful process. Google has unveiled a smart contact lens to measure glucose level. It uses a tiny wireless chip and a miniaturized glucose sensor embedded between two layers of lens material. The firm said it is also working on integrating tiny LED lights that could light up to indicate that glucose levels have crossed certain thresholds. But it added that a lot of more work is needed to be done to get the technology ready for everyday use. According to the International Diabetes Federation, 1 in 10 people across the world's population are forecasted to have diabetes by 2035. People suffering from the condition need to monitor their glucose level regularly as sudden spikes or drops are dangerous. Many global firms have been looking to expand in the wearable technology sector. A US woman thought to be the first person to get a traffic ticket for wearing Google Glass was not found guilty. The woman was acquitted after San Diego Commissioner John Blair, who dismissed the case due to lack of evidence. Meanwhile, here in India, an orthopedic surgeon used Google Glass to perform a successful foot and ankle surgery in the Pink City, Jaipur.
This could be the future. An orthopedic surgeon, Salinji Parekh, took Google Glass, the tech giant's wearable computer, into the operating room as he performed a successful foot and ankle surgery in Pink City of Jaipur. The surgery was held during a 3-day annual Indo-US conference attended by a team of experts from the United States and headed by Dr. Ashish Sharma.
गूगल ग्लास से जो ऑपरेटिंग डॉक्टर ऑपरेट कर रहा है, जो वो उसको दिखता है ग्लास के थ्रू, चश्मे के थ्रू, वो ही इमेज पूरे वर्ल्ड वाइड टेलीकास्ट होगी, ब्रॉडकास्ट होगी इंटरनेट में. अमेजिंग टेक्नोलॉजी, मतलब ऐसी चीज जो पहले ऑपरेशन करते टाइम डॉक्टर को कोई चीज दिखाने के लिए साइड में पहले हटना पड़ता था या कैमरामैन को दोबारा से कहीं से एंगल लाना पड़ता था, उसमें कई बार इन्फेक्शन के चांसेस होते थे. तो इस टेक्नोलॉजी में जो चीज डॉक्टर देख रहा है ऑपरेट करते हुए, वही फील्ड, वही चीज पूरी दुनिया में सब लोग देखेंगे.
The Google Glass serves as a great advantage as it is easily accessible through internet and doctors from across the globe could give their input during the live surgery. This could work wonders in rural areas where healthcare is not much accessible. In September last year, a doctor in Chennai became the first Indian to perform a surgery wearing the Google Glass. The gadget is yet to hit the markets. But Google has distributed at least 2,000 of the glasses for testing before being made available to the common man. Business Bureau, DD News.
Miracles of technology. So the miracles of technology. On to some government policy news. The Government of India has extended the tenure of the Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission till March 2014. The welfare scheme launched by Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh in 2005 has laid emphasis for ushering development at state level. A report tracing the journey of the mission. India's cities are soon to become its growth centers, but these centers are facing risk of becoming centers of chaos and unplanned development. To help India's fast-growing cities, the Jawaharlal Nehru National Urban Renewal Mission or JNURM was launched. JNURM is a massive city modernization scheme launched by the Government of India under the Ministry of Urban Development. It envisages a total investment of over $20 billion over 7 years. Named after Jawaharlal Nehru, the scheme was officially inaugurated by Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh on 3rd December 2005 as a program meant to improve quality of life and infrastructure in the cities. It was launched in 2005 for a 7-year period up to March 2012 to encourage cities to initiate steps for bringing phased improvements in their civic service levels. The government has extended the tenure of the mission for 2 years, from April 2012 to March 2014. It has mainly two components: the UIG or the Urban Infrastructure and Governance for select 65 mission cities, and the UIDSSMT or the Urban Infrastructure Development for small and medium towns. The JNURM program includes projects in transport, development of old city areas including road broadening, improved sanitation across the cities, construction, upgradation of roads, highways, expressways, parking lots and spaces on public-private partnership basis, development of heritage areas, and preservation of water bodies. Recently, the central government approved 1,080 more buses for 13 cities, clusters of cities under the scheme. Jaipur's walled city is revamping its sewage system under the JNURM. Highest number of JNURM projects were completed in the financial year 2012-13. Cities benefited under these include Amravati, Aurangabad, Ayodhya, Belgaum, Bareilly, Bihar Sharif, Calicut, Darjeeling and many others. Clearly, the scheme has changed the way our cities move. Business Bureau, DD News, New Delhi. Well, that's all in this edition of Business Wrap. Thanks for watching and have a nice weekend. Namaskar.